Hey guys, Dirty Diode here, and today I want to do a quick review of force correlate mode in the A-10 C2 Warthog. Now, for anyone that doesn't know, Mavericks do come in a couple different varieties. You have CCTV ones, you have thermal ones, and you also have laser ones. You have big warhead and small warhead. Now, you can look those up pretty easily on the internet, but what's important to know is that pretty much anything except the D variety and the laser ones can utilize force correlate mode. Now, what is force correlate mode? Well, for anyone who's used to flying in DCS with Mavericks, typically you use the D variety. The thermal imaging tends to get a better lock when you're flying around. You can see the contrast between a valid target and maybe the background a little bit easier than you would with a CCTV version. However, in real life, things tend to get a little bit murky, I hear, around twilight hours when like the sun is rising or the sun's setting, when the temperature of things starts to equalize and everything sort of blends in with each other, and that's when the CCTV versions tend to get utilized a little bit more. But in DCS, that's not really modeled as far as I know. But what we do have is the force correlate mode, which will allow us to use any Maverick, which can do it, to shoot it without having an active lock. Now that's the key feature there. So the easiest way for me to do it is to show you guys. So I'm going to go ahead, I've got a couple Tunguskas out here, and this is really one of the scenarios where it would be really helpful to use this mode. The Tunguskas, we are out of range at this distance, and we're able to actually basically lock the Maverick on the coordinates of where the Tunguska is, as opposed to actually locking the Maverick on the Tunguska itself. And so it's not as precise, I should say, but you can make hits from further away, potentially out of harm's reach. So without further ado, I'm going to set the Tunguska, actually the spot right underneath it, as my speed. So I'm going to do TMS long up as long as I have my TGP selected. And then I'm going to go over, I'm going to select my Mavericks, my H Mavericks, CCTV ones, and I'm going to hit Maverick. And now I'm going to do my China hat forward long, and that's going to slew my Maverick down to my speed. And then I'm going to do Coolie hat left, which is going to set that as my sensor of interest. And I'm going to do China hat forward short. Get me zoomed in there about as far as the Maverick can go, and you can actually see there's like 1 pixel of that Tunguska there. And if I'm just doing TMS up short trying to lock it, I could be hitting that all day long. It ain't gonna do anything. But here's where the magic happens. If I hit my boat switch center button and then immediately hit TMS up, you'll notice that the Maverick is now locked on to that spot. So it's basically taken my SPI and locked onto it, and I am now able to fire the Maverick from great distance. Now, I believe in, if anyone knows different, please throw it up in the comments. I'm not perfect. I'm the first one to admit that. So I am more than happy to be proven wrong. But I believe there is a battery in the Maverick that will, after a certain time of flight, run out and the Maverick will just nosedive. So for me at this altitude, 11 nautical miles slant distance seems to work well. So I'm going to go ahead and unpause this. We're going to fly to get just inside 11 miles. And once I do, let's go ahead and pause it. And I am going to go ahead and fire my Maverick. So rifle, and let's see what happens here. So I do want to admire Eagle Dynamics modeling of this Maverick. It is pretty sweet being able to see through that front lens and see the CCTV sensor in there. You even see like the reflection of the ground and the clouds. Pretty nifty. So you also notice that the Maverick is lofting a little bit. Gets a little bit more distance since it's totally gliding at this point. No more rocket thrusters. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start fast forwarding a little bit. And you're seeing that it's starting to come down on our target. And if all goes well, it'll nose over, and that Tunguska is going to no longer be a threat. And shack. That is one dead Tunguska. So, pretty neat. Again, we're just inside 11 nautical miles. And just for reference, I'm going to go ahead and use the D style here. I'm going to show basically where that guy would lock on in this circumstance here. So I'm going to slew over to my other Tunguska. Let's go ahead and find it here. There it is. Then I'm going to slew my Maverick down, and in this one you can actually see pixel as well. I'm doing TMS up and it is not locking. You actually see me trying to hit it here. And I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to set my autopilot on, and I'm just going to keep hitting that TMS up until this locks on. I'm going to speed it up just a little bit too. And we have a lock on from the Tunguska. I still don't have a lock on it. Zoom in. There we go. So, not perfect. Wasn't zoomed in, but still, point being, you can only do this so close, and usually it's within the range of the Tunguska. So, let's get out of here. And we'll end this with a hit on the Tunguska. Maverick coming in. And goodbye Tunguska. Shack. So there you have it. Thanks for watching. Check out my other videos, and I appreciate it. Have a good day.